One of the most famous rulers in history is Alexander the Great, who was the king of Macedonia from 336 BCE to 323 BCE. Alexander the Great is known for his remarkable military conquests, creating one of the largest empires in the ancient world. He was a skilled military strategist and a charismatic leader who expanded his empire across 3 continents, including Greece, Egypt, Persia, and India, through a series of brilliant military campaigns. Alexander the Great's conquests had a profound impact on the world, spreading Greek culture and language throughout the regions he conquered, and his legacy continues to be remembered and studied today. Alexander the Great, whose full name was Alexander III of Macedon, was born on July 20 or 21, 356 BCE, in the ancient city of Pella, which was the capital of the Kingdom of Macedon in northern Greece. He was the son of King Philip II of Macedon and his wife, Olympias, who was from the royal family of Epirus. Alexander was born into a tumultuous family. His parents, King Philip II and Queen Olympias, had a tumultuous marriage with Philip's numerous marriages and Olympia's alleged involvement in court intrigues. Alexander grew up in a politically charged environment, witnessing power struggles and military campaigns led by his father, which likely influenced his own ambitions and leadership style. As a child, Alexander received a high-quality education. He was tutored by the famous Greek philosopher Aristotle, who taught him various subjects, including politics, philosophy, literature, and warfare. Alexander showed great intelligence, ambition, and a strong desire to follow in his father's footsteps and become a great military leader. When Alexander was only 16 years old, his father, Philip II, was assassinated in 336 BCE, and Alexander ascended to the throne of Macedon as king. He quickly consolidated his power and eliminated potential rivals to his throne. He then embarked on a campaign to fulfill his father's dream of conquering the Persian Empire, which was one of the most powerful empires of the time. In 334 BCE, Alexander crossed the Hellespont, a narrow strait in modern-day Turkey, with an army of about 35,000 soldiers, and his military campaigns began in earnest. He won a series of brilliant victories against the Persian forces, including the Battle of Granicus in 334 BCE, the Battle of Issus in 333 BCE, and the Siege of Tyre in 332 BCE. In 331 BCE, he decisively defeated the Persian king Darius III at the Battle of Gaugamela, effectively ending the Persian Empire. After conquering Persia, Alexander continued his military campaigns eastward, pushing into Central Asia and reaching as far as India. He founded many new cities along the way, which he named after himself, including Alexandria in Egypt, which became a major center of Greek culture and learning. Despite these challenges, Alexander's military genius and leadership skills allowed him to continue his conquests. In 326 BCE, Alexander's forces suffered a near-disastrous defeat against the Indian king Porus at the Battle of the Hydaspes. In 323 BCE, while in Babylon, Alexander fell ill and died at the age of 32, under mysterious circumstances. The exact cause of his death remains unknown and is the subject of speculation among historians, with theories ranging from natural causes to poisoning. Alexander's death led to a power vacuum in his vast empire, and his empire was divided among his generals, leading to a period of wars and fragmentation known as the Wars of the Diadochi. Nevertheless, Alexander's military campaigns had a profound and lasting impact on the world. His conquests spread Greek culture, language, and ideas across different regions, and his legacy as a brilliant military strategist, charismatic leader, and cultural influencer continues to be studied and admired to this day. Alexander was known for leading from the front, often fighting alongside his soldiers in battle, which earned him their loyalty and admiration. He had a keen military mind and was known for his bold and decisive strategies. He was also known to be charismatic, inspiring his troops and earning their unwavering loyalty. Alexander was skilled in diplomacy as well, using political marriages and alliances to further his conquests. As Alexander expanded his empire, he encouraged the assimilation of Persian, Egyptian, and other local cultures into his own Macedonian Greek culture. He adopted Persian customs, married a Persian woman, and enlisted Persian soldiers in his army, promoting a policy of tolerance towards local customs and religions. This policy of cultural fusion, known as Hellenistic culture, had a lasting impact on the regions he conquered, influencing art, architecture, language, and governance. Alexander's empire did not long survive his death, and it fractured into several successor states, known as the Hellenistic kingdoms. However, his military campaigns left a lasting impact on the world. The spread of Greek culture through his conquests, known as Hellenism, had a profound influence on the subsequent development of Western civilization. Alexander's military tactics and strategies continue to be studied in military academies, and his leadership style and achievements are admired by many to this day. In addition to his military conquests, Alexander the Great also made significant contributions to cartography, as he commissioned a team of scholars to map the lands he conquered, resulting in the creation of the first comprehensive map of the known world at that time. As far as historical records suggest, Alexander the Great had several notable love affairs, marriages, and children throughout his life. Bagoas was a eunuch and a favorite of Alexander, who served as his personal secretary and bodyguard. Historians believe that their relationship may have been romantic in nature, as ancient sources describe Alexander's fondness for Bagoas and the special treatment he received. Roxana was a Bactrian noblewoman whom Alexander married in 327 BCE after he conquered Bactria. She became his primary wife and bore him a son named Alexander IV. Statera II was a Persian princess whom Alexander married in 324 BCE as part of his policy of cultural assimilation. She was the daughter of Darius III, the Persian king whom Alexander defeated. Statera II and her sister, Dryptis, were the only surviving members of the Persian royal family after Alexander's conquest. Parysatis II was a daughter of Artaxerxes III, a Persian nobleman whom Alexander married in 324 BCE. She was the half-sister of Statera II and Dryptis, and she bore Alexander a son named Ptolemy. Alexander IV was the son of Alexander the Great and Roxana. He was born after Alexander's death in 323 BCE and was declared as his legitimate heir. However, his life was marred by political intrigue and he was eventually murdered at a young age. Heracles was a son of Alexander the Great and his mistress Barsine, who was the widow of a Persian satrap. Heracles was born during Alexander's campaigns in Persia, and he was recognized as Alexander's son by the Macedonian soldiers. However, he did not play a significant role in the succession struggles that followed Alexander's death. It's important to note that the details of Alexander the Great's personal relationships, marriages, and children are often based on historical accounts and ancient sources, which can be scarce and sometimes contradictory. As such, there may be gaps or uncertainties in our understanding of these aspects of Alexander's life. I hope you like this video. For more video like, share and subscribe to my channel.